Fuck around, make my 40 pop. No popcorn, I pop pistols, reaming my body.
Alright guys, today I want to talk about Naruto and Sasuke potentially getting stronger in the future of Boruto. And I think this right here has been like a very heavy topic ever since the last big arc that we did see. Of course, Naruto and Sasuke versus Ishiki Otsutsuki, where Naruto and Sasuke both got a considerable nerf in that particular fight. But regardless, I'm here to tell you guys right now, I definitely do think that Naruto and Sasuke are going to be getting stronger. And I do have some very good reasons, but I think one of the biggest pushbacks that people do have against this is the fact that it's quote unquote Boruto's turn and now Boruto needs to surpass Naruto and Sasuke, and because of that, Naruto and Sasuke cannot get stronger. I think people have a very big misconception. The series of Boruto isn't for Boruto to surpass Naruto and Sasuke. Just so you guys know where I stand, and this right here has nothing to do with the point I'm about to make, but I personally said that I don't necessarily think that Boruto should surpass like Prime Naruto and Prime Sasuke, but that's besides the point. The way the series is trending right now, Boruto isn't chasing characters like Naruto and Sasuke. Boruto is chasing characters like Jigen and Code. Like, one of the things that people need to understand is that Naruto and Sasuke aren't necessarily the top tier anymore. Naruto and Sasuke were being treated like Deontay Wilder in the 11th round, not only by Jigen but also Ishiki Otsutsuki. To be honest, it was getting so bad I was seeing shades of Konohamaru. And one of the things that we do have to understand is that villains, they're going to be way above Naruto and Sasuke, even Prime Naruto and Sasuke, of course excluding Baara mode. They're going to be way above that, not only in the regular series of Boruto, but I'm damn sure villains are going to be surpassing Naruto and Sasuke into the series of Boruto Shippuden, or whatever they call it after the time skip. So Boruto, it's already a given that he should, in theory, surpass Naruto and Sasuke. So Naruto and Sasuke staying stagnant just because of the sheer fact that they want Boruto to become #1, it never really made any sense. Boruto, if he does reach his full potential, is supposed to shoot well past Naruto and Sasuke ever were when they were at the top of their game. Of course, as I said, excluding Baara mode. And I always compare this to like Naruto with Minato. Naruto's goal was never Minato. Obviously, Minato wasn't necessarily a big figure as Naruto is, mainly because of course the whole series is founded off of Naruto, but Minato was a very strong ninja, but Naruto's goal was never Minato. Naruto's goal was like a character like Pain, like a character like Itachi, and later on we've seen a character like Madara. Those are characters that Naruto himself were looking to surpass. It was never a character like Minato, and in fact, Minato himself even got a power boost in the war arc and actually did contribute during critical times. So again, when it comes to people saying that Naruto and Sasuke can't get stronger because of the series of Boruto, people are looking too short-sighted. Boruto's goal is not Naruto and Sasuke. But regardless, another big point that I do have about Naruto and Sasuke getting stronger is that I personally feel, I think it's just common sense. I mean, there's a bunch of things that Naruto and Sasuke can do, like literally right now, to get stronger, and they already know that there's a bunch of other people out there that are well stronger than them at this very moment. So it wouldn't make sense for them to actually make the conscious decision to actually stay stagnant. And this right here is absolutely huge in Sasuke's case. I do want to point this out. I'm probably going to make individual videos talking about how I think that each of them can actually upgrade, but I just wanted to make this as like an intro video to that kind of mini series right there. But regardless, Sasuke right now has one arm and one eye. If Sasuke literally stays with one arm and one eye for the next 3 to 6 years, it would make absolutely no sense. Not only for Sasuke, but I'm pretty sure that the Boruto riders would probably catch some blowback, because a lot of people understand that there's just multiple things that Sasuke can do to not only gain an arm, but also gain an eye that can possibly boost him to be stronger than what he previously was. Now, this right here has been stated for a very long time. Sasuke is not necessarily getting another arm mainly because he wants to atone for his sins, but I personally believe at this very moment, Sasuke not getting another arm is literally creating more sins, mainly because he's making himself a liability in the Hidden Leaf Village. At this very moment, Sasuke is arguably, possibly, definitively the strongest ninja on planet Earth, the best defense system, not only against the Kado organization, the likes of Code, Ada, Damon, other characters like that, but also against the Otsutsuki clan. If Sasuke is forcibly suppressing himself, that right there is literally hurting the shinobi world. Period, point blank. And it's not just the arm, as I said, it's the eye as well. Sasuke can literally go get another sharingan. This right here can happen through multiple ways. If you guys do recall, Obito had like a lab full of sharingans that I'm pretty sure might actually still be there. Of course, it did actually show that Sasuke did some sort of lightning style jutsu on that, and it kind of exploded a little bit, but it never really confirmed that all the sharingans were completely destroyed. I'm pretty damn sure the Boruto riders can just add in the fact like, hey, a couple of sharingans were still safe. Sasuke is now able to use one of the sharingans. sharingans. And not only that, Sasuke can literally go down to Orochimaru's laboratory and ask him for synthetic sharingans, the same ones that the Shin Uchiha clones have actually used. And again, it's not just about the ability, mainly because we understand that whatever ability that the sharingan can actually give him, it will nowhere compared to the rinnegan. It's about him literally having sight into the other eye, but also these things can actually give him more abilities. He can have the Mangekyo Sharingan abilities of the Shin Uchiha clone stacked on the abilities that he already has. And if you want to take it a step further, he can get a ninja technology eye. I'll probably explain that a little bit more in the actual solo video that I do make about Sasuke. But Naruto as well. Naruto arguably has more impactful ways to get stronger. I've talked about this multiple times. One of the instant ways that Naruto can get stronger is of course utilizing all the other tailed beasts. One of the biggest things about Naruto is that he has a link to all the tailed beasts, and also he has the trust of all the other tailed beasts. Obviously none of them are going to jump to the idea of them possibly being sealed inside of Naruto, but if Naruto can just sign summoning contracts so he could summon all the tailed beasts or any tailed beast whenever he wants to, that right there would be amazing. Not only for that, but also him gaining a huge separate pool of chakra. He can literally transfer chakra to himself by just tapping fists with the tailed beast. This right here is something that he could do instantaneously. And I hate always doing this mainly because I understand that topics deserve a full video, but I do have to touch on this a tiny bit. There is a full other 10 tails somewhere out there in the ether that Code is literally waiting on to actually feed Boruto to. As of right now, Naruto and Sasuke do not know where that 10-tailed beast is, because Jigen himself actually moved the 10 tails once he found out that Sasuke knew where that place was. Now, at some point in the future, there could possibly a scenario where I can see the 10 tails being sealed in either Naruto or Sasuke. One of the things that we do understand from the 10 tails is that it's going to be a consistent threat, not only for this arc, but for all the arcs in the future. If you guys do understand, the 10 tails is essentially there for an Otsutsuki to be fed to it, and then them actually grow a god tree. Every time that the Otsutsuki members actually did come to Earth, one of the things that they had to do was go on a treasure hunt to gather up all of the other tailed beasts to possibly make up another 10-tailed beast. Now, if Otsutsuki members realize that there's just a rogue 10 tails in one of the dimensions, they could literally just take the 10 tails, come to Earth, and just plant the god tree right then and there. So I personally believe, even if we do get past the threat of Code, which I definitely do believe is going to be the case, they have to do something with that 10 tails. They can't just leave it there for any Otsutsuki member to actually run across. So it would not be out of the realm possibilities for the 10 tails to be sealed in either Naruto or Sasuke. I personally think it would be a genius idea. But regardless, the overall idea for this video is going to be the fact that I definitely do believe that Naruto and Sasuke, they're going to get stronger. They're not going to stay stagnant. And I think the idea that they're supposed to stay stagnant mainly because they're the old gen makes absolutely no sense. There's a bunch of characters from literally the series of Naruto that got a lot stronger. Like, let's just look at Kakashi. Back in part 1 of Naruto, Orochimaru literally just looked at Kakashi, and Kakashi started buffering like Ben Simmons at the free throw line, and then all of a sudden in Naruto Shippuden at the war arc, he's literally 1v1ing partially transformed Jinchurikis. So of course characters from the previous generation can get stronger. But let me know what you guys think about this in the comment section below. It's me, your boy Baara B, and we out.